I got to 5 kilometers left and I thought, oh, that's just to the woods and back. And I started to cry because that's a run I've done 50 times.
Of course, yeah.
And I was like, you can do this because it's the woods and back. So many people when afterwards are saying, well done, you should be so proud, this is amazing. And that is true.
Yes,
and
it is.
I am proud and it was well done, it is amazing. And I'm so grateful. But at the same time, another thing can be true, which is that in order to train for 6 months, you have to have targets or the training becomes, you just can't do it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to monitor yourself to give you a reason to get out of the front door to go, well, can I go this far? Can I go this fast?
Totally.
I need to go slow. What does slow mean? So inevitably you start the race with a target because the race is the target. It's all targets.
Yeah.
So when you sort of in inverted commas fail, and obviously not a single person who gets to the start line has failed.
No.
But there is a personal competition going on.
Of course.
And you're missing out on it in front of a million people.
But now my friend Elis, who now runs for Wales Vets, she ran the Manchester Marathon, very quick time. She's a brilliant runner. But she put a thing on Instagram. She said the thing with the marathon, so much can go wrong in the training and so much can go wrong on the day that it's all an amazing achievement because you're pushing your body to such incredible limits just in training. Dave waking up at 4 a.m, running 32k and then doing the school run. That is an absolutely mad thing to do.
Yes.
So when you're doing that in the winter, waking up when it's only the postman and the sort of the guy doing the milk round is awake, running what is almost a marathon, and then doing your normal day and it's crazy. And it's fine if you're going to be, if you're a Kenyan marathon runner and that's how you live, that's one thing. But everyone else, they're trying to fit their real lives around it. So there's just so much stuff can go wrong.
Well, I think I wish I'd put as much effort into that mindset as to the whole, how do you maintain a pace when you're tired? How do you run with pain and all of that? Because I realized before I checked my Garmin app, I'd run 1,000 kilometers that year, that calendar year. And in a way, that's what I was thinking of when it got difficult is really the extra 42 doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's the fact that there were 100 occasions where you really wanted to just have breakfast and go on the internet, or where you had to fit in a run in London between two podcast records, or where you had to go to the gym when you were injured on the way back home and you really just wanted dinner.
Yeah,
and you didn't do that.
Yeah,
you did these 1,000 kilometers. And the only time I got really emotional was when I got to 5 kilometers left and I thought, oh, that's just to the woods and back. And I started to cry because that's a run I've done 50 times.
Of course, yeah.
And I was like, you can do this because it's the woods and back.
Yeah.
And that took me out of London and the noise. But I was so ready for okay, when this mental battle happens, you use this mantra. When this thing happens, you use this distraction technique. I couldn't think long enough. Because there's so much going on.
And you're mentally weak.
And I'm mentally weak. But I couldn't actually get in my head to have any kind of conversation. Yeah.
So you couldn't have an internal monologue because of the noise of a million people watching you.
Yeah. So, when Paula Radcliffe, my personal friend.
Yeah, your mate.
She was counting to 100 in multiples because she knew that 1300s is a mile. I got to 20 was the max I could count to.
That's amazing. I didn't realise that.
I've practiced.
Great at counting.
I'm one of the great counters.
You are. You're so good.
But that was as far as I could go before I would lose track or something would happen or I'd have to dodge something or someone was smoking cannabis right by the side of that hits you.
Elis.
Sorry. The thing I found lots of things very moving. But when I arrived at Shadwell, the elites had passed. So then you wait a bit and then it's just the good recreational runners. And then, the really good recreational runners, then there's everyone else. But everyone's doing the same thing on the same course. So you run the same course on the same day as the fastest marathon runner in history.
Yeah, and I thought he went off a bit fast, actually. I thought he's going to regret
He'll be disappointed.
But that's the thing. Normal people don't get to run on the same track as Usain Bolt.
Yeah, I'll never
play cricket at Lords.
Yeah, I'll never bat at Lords. I'll never drive at Silverstone.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. In the build-up, as we were stretching and stuff, it's exactly that. You're doing the same thing as professional athletes. You're going through the same, and that doesn't happen. You don't just suddenly...
Golf, you can do that. You can play on the same
But
course.
not the same time.
You can in a pro-am.
Okay.
yeah.
But I've had a kickabout at a couple of real stadiums, but the players weren't there.
No.
It was me and a security guy called Andy.
Elis, do you want to read the next one? Because it really made me laugh.
Hello, my fuzzy little bumblebees. I went to London at the weekend under the guise of supporting my wife Rachel in the marathon. But I was actually there to cheer on John and Dave. I missed Dave at the 7 mile point because he's dead nipper, and I didn't recognise him without glasses and wearing a headband. And the tracking app showed that John and my wife were almost neck and neck.
Wow.
We spotted Rachel in the distance running towards us and started cheering. She came over to the barrier and stopped to talk with me and our children. John must have passed us while she was chatting. How inconsiderate and selfish of her, because the tracker now showed he was already beyond us. There was still hope. We crossed the Thames and found a good spot in Mudchute at the 17 mile point. We missed Dave again because he's dead nipper. Rachel and John were still only seconds apart on the tracker. Rachel came into view first. Again, she stopped for a chat. Don't stop, you're doing brilliantly, I said, trying to sound motivational rather than disinterested. How are you all? How's your day going? She asked. Yep, great. Yeah, keep going. Well done. I love it. Yeah. Rachel told me later that my eyes were darting around all over the place and that I seemed very distracted and reluctant to chat. In my defence, we were there to cheer her on, not discuss how her days were going. I've seen Rachel almost every day for the last 25 years. And I didn't want to miss the chance to see one of the youngest broadcasters in the future sphere because of some small talk with my wife. Rachel eventually got the message and continued on her way. She's running a marathon. Seconds later, Johnny JR came into view.
Yes, great.
All was forgiven from Rachel later when she saw my excitement in the attached video. She too is a big fan. It's been a joy. It's been a joy to follow your running journey for the last few years. To see you running a marathon and smiling at the same time is a real honour. Huge congratulations. And thanks for all the years of top quality content. Big love, George.
It was an amazing day. There will be more content to follow, won't there? There'll be lots of bits and bobs knocking about.
I say I was on my phone. I was filming content for the Ellis and John Cinematic Universe.
You were.
I also filmed a lot of content in and around my prep. We filmed some content afterwards.
Yeah.
There's content from the fans.
Yeah. We did loads for New Balance.
What did you do in the What did you do in the fan zone content-wise?
I Cymru connected with some random people.
Great.
Yeah.
That was great fun. Went up to an awful lot of Welsh people. Just was trying to Cymru connect, take them. They were like, sorry, mate, I'm sort of, my sister's running and I really want to get, yeah, but where are you from? What school did you go to? Dear Elis, Dave, and really mostly John, I'm an Irishman living in London and I would like to be part of the curry scene.
Welcome.
In Ireland, I didn't know this. It may or may not surprise you. Going for a curry is far less common an evening out than it is in the UK. I did not know that.
Well, I had one of the worst curries I've ever had in Ireland on John's Irish Odyssey when I took 8 cans of Magnus into a curry house on an industrial estate.
Yes, you did during one of your many low ebbs. Yeah. I know that all three of you possess the bona fides to provide me with my inn. Where do I go? Will any restaurant suffice? Do I go big chain or local favourite? And this is in bold. What do I order? As a self-employed, single available man, I'm often in John's position of finding myself hankering for sustenance relatively early in the evening. I would like to head to a restaurant solo, but I'm afraid of getting it wrong. Dan, I go to restaurants on my own all the time. I love it.
Yeah.
I actually prefer it.
And especially early when it's pretty empty.
I would like to head to a restaurant solo, but I'm afraid of getting it wrong. You can't get it wrong. It's brilliant. Just take a book or the paper or a magazine or your phone. It's great. I hope to hear from you soon, as until then I will have to continue eating dry basmati directly from the bag. Best, Dan the Irishman. Now I'm assuming that Dan doesn't eat very spicy food.
Why are you assuming that?
Well, because he's not used to curry. In Ireland, he doesn't know how to order a curry. So what would his spice experience be?
Well, he might be big in the English mustard scene. He might be a wasabi head.
But I was big in the English mustard scene.
he might down bottles of Frank's Red Hot sauce
It's
every night.
so unlikely. So we're going to start.
Maybe he's a big Thai guy.
Yeah, I suppose.
But I would say go by just Google reviews, as in on Google Maps, search Indian restaurant in the area you want to go, and anything above 4.5 is great.
Yeah, but do remember, if you're really into the curry scene, you've got to go in full kit. Full curry kit.
What's that then?
A football shirt, a local Sunday league team that's sponsored by the Curry House.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and shorts and socks and boots.
Yeah.
With boot bag.
And Naans as shin pads. I would say, look, London, Brick Lane is the place everyone talks about in London. I would avoid Brick Lane. It's quite full on. And
They try and get you in off the street. They're quite pushy, I find.
Yeah.
on
And I
Brooklyn.
think, I'm not sure you can necessarily trust the Google reviews because it's the sort of place where you basically have to leave a 5-star review or they won't let you out of the restaurant. But you can check out magazines do good guides of like the decent ones on Brick Lane if you want to go there.
Yeah. And there's, Time Out do sort of like a takeaway awards and all that kind of stuff.
But I would say the menu at the restaurant is a bit overwhelming. So maybe Google it before you go. There's always like menus on the website or on photos of them. So have in your head, I would go for a side, a main, and maybe a rogue choice. So you've got a little selection. If you're going alone, I would go rice or naan, not both. Don't fill up with carbs.
Yeah.
If you're going with a friend, share rice, share a naan.
Definitely, yeah.
And
Poppadoms do have mango.
I don't have poppadoms because it fills me up.
I love a poppadom.
I love a
I love a pop.
But then approach
Oh
it
my God,
via
chutney, man.
your protein. So you're trying to get your spice level and your protein to converge.
It's a marriage.
Yeah. So for me, it's prawn.
Yeah.
Right? And it's spicy prawn. So that's already taking most of the menu out of the equation. They will often be able to advise you. So I would say, if I were you, I want a mild chicken dish. I want a medium spicy lamb dish. What would you recommend?
I like Huel. Have you got anything that tastes like that?
Just bear in mind that korma is like the go-to
Mild
one,
dish.
but it is so sweet.
It is.
It's a very different landscape.
It
It
is.
is. It's a good one to try with kids, though, because it's so sweet.
But it's actually does sometimes taste like pudding. It's so sweet.
Yeah, I quite like that.
So don't be afraid to overorder and, share. Have a bit of this, have a bit of that.
Oh, what curry now?
House specials.
God, I do want a curry now.
But you can't really get it wrong unless you go for a naga and something with like 5 chilies next to it on the menu.
And they will tell you, if by mistake you've ordered the spiciest thing on the menu, they will say,
Yeah.
mate, are you sure?
But I would ask the waiter's advice. Read reviews and see what people
Tell them
recommend.
you're Irish. Say it's not part of the Irish scene.
Yeah.
Maybe go with an Irish person who's moved to England before you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Ellis James and John Robbins YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our weekly highlights.
And if you want more than just highlights, full visual episodes and loads more bonus content, including behind-the-scenes action, ad-free content, and our all-new Adventures of Ellis and John series, head to patreon.com/Ellis and John.
If you want to get in touch, email hello@ellisandjohn.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Just search Ellis and John.
Ellis James and John Robbins is a significant production.